Jesus Christ be praised. You have a kind master, eh?
I don't know if I'm completely...
Didn't you understand me? Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between...
must be a poacher's workplace. Then the owner might not be far away.
Get out! Leave it! Shoot!
Fucker! Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Slice him up!
You won't get me!
Fuck yourself! Do you see that? Light him up! Once more, and we can go home. I'm gonna
Start
stick
praying.
you like the pig you are.
Let's see what you can do! I've been waiting for you. Let's
I'll
see
hack
what
you
you
to
can
ribbons. Now you're finished. What do you want?
Straight! You're in charge.
Greetings, my... Didn't you understand? Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between... I wish you a pleasant...
I don't know if I'm completely...
The dew is still on the lead. You don't need your horse. In any case, heaven, hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here. Did I bring that stuff for Visor? Meat? Pain? Aesop? Got it all. Good. Come on, then. Get a move on. We've got a long journey ahead of us, so get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Bonnie's an honest girl, and her friend Zinnek is too. Crazel only sent them to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. So that's just what they've been doing. From what she told me, they had nothing else in mind.
Lower Samene's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks. Go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Lazy bones. Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on. Come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
It's mysterious. What treasures might be hidden there?
You'll soon see. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas they should go to lower some...
Two stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger.
I'm Henry, and those,
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, a passion for knacking is the only...
Is that so?
Ignatius is telling the truth. There are all sorts of types causing trouble in these parts. Not just from Lower Semine. Ignatius and I thank you for taking on the job of guarding the roads, making sure that honest, if somewhat grubby tradesmen stay safe.
Aye, that's...
Really good work, lad. Well, time waits for no man.
All right, we'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them two thieves, you tell us right away.
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it. Let's go, fellas. Maybe... Did I get this right?
Suppose we can...
Don't forget that carcass.
Yeah, you're right.
What now?
Not much left for us to do.
Hope for the next farm's just up. Don't worry. That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jda with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
All right, that's what you get. People sin here in their seclusion, thinking they're out of sight of our Lord.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right, I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly. Lazy bones.
Blessings to you.
Christ, pardon me.
Jesus, this is disgusting.
bless you.
You too. You too. See, you could do it.
Jesus! This is disgusting.
Pretty hefty, hey? They lived like royalty here. Pretty hefty, hey? They lived like royalty here.
What's next? Are we...
I took care of the carcasses. We can drive on.
And what about this mysterious curse?
Oh, right.
Aye. Take a look around.
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream. Ah, here it is. Wolves must have killed them. I didn't even eat them up. I'll go and tell Ignatius. It really wasn't a curse. No wonder the pigs caught...
Well, what do you... I'll give you a hand. It'd... Do you want to keep going or not?
Oh, you pooch.
I took care of the carcasses.
Nice work,
Yeah, you'd eat that.
but nicely in the coal. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Seeing as how you don't obey me, you're sure
really need to
more
sleep.
around today.
I could use some sleep.
So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Well, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sack makers here in the region must live like kings. Of course, it could be a lot worse.
I like having to carry sacks full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog.
Well, what can I do? But I doubt I'll feel good about it.
That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me.
I could use some sleep.
Lazy bones. Yeah! Yeah!
I heard they're going to cut down the old...
Greetings.
I could use some sleep.
Oh, Sakra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to? Barking. He's coming from over there. I could lay down for a bit.
Where'd you come from?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
The gravedigger wants me to...
Jesus!
Well, what else can I do? You just tactfully neglected to mention that when you and Zinnek were acting as his hands, you robbed...
Shit. It's all...
This is all I have left to do before he takes me to the saltpeter pit.
And couldn't you find the pit without that? Just take a look at that poor creature. I'd like to keep him in place of my poor dead sniffer.
You surely know your poor creature is
It's not the animals. When Zinnek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food. He abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick horse.
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
I could use some sleep.
Getting quite tired.
Lord be with you.
It's taken care of.
Taken care of?
The dog is dead. So,
Dead, eh?
well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye. And how did...
I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it.
So, it all went how it should. He's done for, the beast. Finally. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this real?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more nitre you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. The miller will probably send...
Well, they'd better not dig it all up. And soon they'll find out there's no place to find saltpeter.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? I'll live at the cemetery, build pile...
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy, either with me or...
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
away, girls. Back away.
I really need to sleep. Getting quite tired.
Christ. Can't you wash up before go...
I found the place where we can... You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside... Only it's not a pit. It's the gravedigger Ignatius.
And is it the real stuff?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Krazel, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe...
So, the search for saltpeter...
Not at all. The salt pit, the origin, chaos, materia prima.
God, here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then. So what's the next task, Krazel?
There's a quiet whisper coming from the open gates of Trotsky, carried by the wind all the way here to me. Do you hear it too?
No.
Scribe Erzim received a chest from Prague, and in that chest...
Hermes Trismegistos' document?
No, a book. And from an author even more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance. But the treasure's inside. You might say it's a kind of alchemist cookbook.
So you're gonna have me go and pick some locks at the castle, eh?
Did I say anything about stealing? No, when the castle was still closed. I planned to get the book through the castle chamberlain, with the help of a certain woman. But now that you have access to Trotsky yourself, it'll be much simpler.
What about that certain woman? What was your plan?
That's old news. The central figure is now the Trotsky scribe, Erzim. He's a great lover of knowledge. I'm sure he'd be happy to indulge another kindred soul and lend him the book, indefinitely and voluntarily.
Let's hope so. I'll pray I'll be able to convince him, and that I won't have to ride around Trotsky picking up carcasses again. Or worse.
Just do your best. The book is the last piece of the puzzle. The very last. But, looking back at your 2 previous tasks, I have no doubt you'll be able to handle the 3rd just as well. Go and see Arizim and ask him about the book. Then, you'll see how difficult it will be to get your hands on it. Best of luck, Henry.
I reckon I'll need it. I could go for something to eat now.